Welcome back to Limitless Nerd. We have a very, very special episode today. I am happy, excited, honored, all of the words that you could possibly use to have Alex and Mollie from Star Wars Explained. How's it going, guys? Thank you so much for coming.
It's good. How are you?
Good, good. Just recovering from what has been a very busy Star Wars month. I know I say that, and I know it's been even that times 1,000 for you guys. But
It's been busy, but it's been fun. It's been really fun. I just noticed the shirt that you had on, by the way. It's a great shirt.
yes, yes, yes. Shameless plug. Go buy Star Wars Explained shirts. Go buy all of them. But I want to kind of start by asking you guys, and obviously you'll both have a different answer. What was your introduction to Star Wars? When did it become such an important part of your life that it's basically become your job?
I think I was 7 or 8. I can't remember exactly how old, but I saw someone dressed as Darth Vader in Atlanta. I think it was around the time of Dragon Con. It was my parents and I were downtown, and someone in a Darth Vader costume walked by, and I asked, "Who is that?" And my dad kind of like lit up and got excited and told me all about Darth Vader. And I was like, "Well, I want to see that movie." And they had it taped off of TBS, so we went home and we watched it, and I just fell in love immediately. So that was 94, 95, somewhere around there. So I was 7 or 8.
Do you remember the commercials that were on the tape?
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of local Wolfman and Donna Atlanta commercials. A lot of like Three Stooges were playing. They were having a Three Stooges marathon, so I heard a lot about them.
The good old days.
Yes.
My story's not as exciting. I've always been a Star Wars fan. I've always kind of known about it. We had like the gold VHS box set growing up in my house, but it never became something that I was really passionate about or something that I thought about that often until I met Alex. And once I figured out, it took a while actually, but once I figured out how much he knew about Star Wars, I was like, tell me more about this little obsession that you have. I'm very curious about it. And then I just kind of like, yeah. So then I just kind of like was like, I want to do that too. I want to know Star Wars trivia.
At the time, it wasn't like a major part of my life either. We were
true, yeah.
Like in college age and just had other stuff going on. I wasn't watching the Clone Wars at the time, so it wasn't something I talked about every day. But a friend of ours, we were at your apartment, right? And a friend saw Star Wars Trivial Pursuit at your apartment, and he was like, "Let's play this." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, if you want to, if you want to lose."
Yeah, you talked a big talk. You were like, "You guys sure you want to play this with me? I know a lot about Star Wars." And we were like, "Okay, prove it."
And I'm sure you proved it and have been proving it ever since then. But the origins of the channel, because it started as Star Wars Minute, and I was around all the way back then too. But it started with Minute, somewhere around a minute. What was kind of the kind of idea for the channel, and kind of starting with that and then shifting kind of more into where we're at now?
Well, I was competing at a local convention called Dragon Con, and they have every year a Star Wars trivia contest. And so I kind of basically wanted to study for it, and because I wasn't winning it and I wanted to win it. So I was looking on YouTube, and all of the videos at the time were either not about like the stuff that I wanted to learn about, or they were like 45 minutes long. And I was like, I kind of wanted something shorter. So I just saw an opportunity, I guess, that I was like, well, maybe I could make some short videos. I knew how to edit, and I was working in video marketing. So I was like, I'm just going to make short videos to educate myself and anyone else who wants to. And there's going to be something different on YouTube that isn't like so daunting to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, over 10 years, over 4,000 videos, I believe, if Google is accurate.
Oof.
What, looking back on that, did you ever think that this would be a 10-year journey, a 4,000 video journey, something that has become a job and such a big part of your life?
Not really. I thought when I started it that it might do okay and that maybe one day we'd hit 100K subscribers. I was like, that would be really neat. And that took 2 years to do. It wasn't something that happened overnight, but it definitely grew more than I thought it would.
Yeah, we never set out to make it a job. It was just kind of like a little like side project that Alex was doing, and then as it started to grow, we kind of were like, oh, there's something to this. And back then YouTube wasn't what it is now. There weren't these like huge celebrities running YouTube channels back then. It was just kind of like normal people. I mean, there were big YouTubers, but not anything like exists now. So back then we were kind of like, oh wow, this is really neat to see this grow. And since then, the market has flooded with all kinds of different YouTubers and a lot more Star Wars YouTubers specifically. So I think we got in almost on the ground floor when we got really lucky as far as like the timing of when we started it, and the kind of content that we were making was doing pretty good. We had to change the name from Star Wars Minute to Star Wars Explained when we realized. When was it that we realized that there was a podcast, or did you always know?
No, pretty quickly people online reached out and they were like, just so you know, there's a podcast by the same name, and they still exist. They're great people. Love them to death. They were so nice about it. They covered Star Wars like 1 minute at a time, 1 minute at a time. They would rewatch the movies and just really dissect 1 minute. And so yeah, my videos were starting to get longer and longer anyway. And after a while, we're like, yeah, we should really change so people aren't getting us confused.
Mm-hmm. And it's so funny how the algorithm changes over time, because it was like we did short content and then we did long content, and now the algorithm is like short content again, do shorts.
Yeah.
We're like, okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I have to ask because, I pride myself as being a avid Star Wars fan, but I really only have time for shows and movies. You guys are doing books, comics. You guys are doing everything with the Star Wars logo on it.
Yep.
How do you keep up?
It is a full-time job. It seems like sometimes things have been slower on the comic front this past year. We've also been lucky in that pretty quickly we started to get the books like a month early. That's really helpful, but really then it's just moving the schedule back a month. Like there's still the same amount of stuff to read and get through. But I don't understand the people who do have full-time jobs and are also completionists. Like that sounds impossible to me.
Yeah. It adds up pretty quick, and we try to stay ahead of it. Like I think it was one of Christy Golden's books that got you your first advanced copy.
It was Dark Disciple.
Which
I still haven't met her, and I would love to say thank you, but apparently, according to the people at Del Rey, she saw my review, emailed it to them, and just said that it was good and that I should be on the list. And then they emailed me and asked if I wanted to be on the list, and I thought they meant like just an email list kind of thing. And I was like, sure.
A newsletter.
And, yeah. And then they emailed back and were like, great, just send us a good address to send you the books and you'll get that. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even realize what they were asking me.
Yeah. And I mean, every May the 4th, you do the complete canon timeline. That, I mean, I just have to imagine that you're working on that all year. I have to imagine.
Kinda, in the sense that, I read a book and then I kind of go slot it in where it belongs, and I have to sometimes the story of one book will affect how I write about something else that happened, and so sometimes changes ripple out, but uh, it's probably not as daunting as people think.
I think
It's not. It's like a multi-month project more so than a
Yeah.
all year.
yeah. What was the
Yeah.
first time you did that? Do you remember?
2017, I think.
Yeah. So like doing it for the first time was probably the most
Yeah.
daunting, and then since then he's re-recorded the audio a couple of different times and definitely jazzed up the graphics and stuff like that, but
Oh yeah,
it's definitely getting longer.
Yes.
it's never gotten shorter.
No.
No. Yeah. I was curious. You touched on that, Molly. I was curious. How often do you re-record it, or how often are chunks just carrying over, or is that a fresh record every year?
It was a fresh record this year. I think the past 3 years. I guess I do it every 3 years or so because I am able to just say like, all right, here are the brand new parts, kind of highlight that in the script, go read through that, slot it in, which is super helpful. But sometimes when I've done that a couple times, I can just tell editing it that it sounds a little Frankensteiny, and
Yeah.
you can just hear the difference in my voice. So
Yeah.
this year I was like, I gotta re-record the whole thing or else it's gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, I also, one of the other things y'all do regularly is the weekly Q&A, and I always love watching those, and get to see just kind of, I don't want to say non-scripted, but more just you guys just having a conversation about what's going on in Star Wars, and I think that works to you know have a little bit more, not to say personality, but just more um, open dialogue. So that's
Mhm.
that's always, y'all start. When did you guys start doing that?
When
I
we
honestly don't know.
first when you first started doing the weekly Q&As, it was just Q&A. Like it was just Alex, and he was just answering questions from like chat or Patreon, and then I started getting more and more involved in the channel. I was doing like the social media side of everything, and then I was kind of like, we could both do the Q&As. It'll be fun. I can like read you the questions and you can answer them. And then I started having more and more to say about the answers, and then it kind of just evolved from there to like us covering the news and doing Q&A. And now it's at a really good place, I think, where we have different segments where we start with news or whatever updates in our lives are going on, and then cover like whatever new comics or books come out, and then do questions. And so like it feels like we've hit a good rhythm. But for me, it's really nice to have something non-scripted to talk
Yeah.
about, because I'm much better at that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I am curious how often are you guys talking about Star Wars and what's going on when you're not filming, or is it a kind of, we need to hold this conversation for when we're recording?
We're talking about it a lot.
Yeah. Walking the dog every day for 45 minutes. We're still talking about it.
But we, not because we have to, it just comes up because it's on like both of our minds. And
Sure.
the daily walks with our dog Hilo, those are helpful to just like get away from the computer and get some fresh air, and like just like you said, have kind of an open dialogue about what's going on, and then that will give us ideas that we can jot down to like bring back up on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, you see podcasts with multiple hosts, and it, more often than not, they're friends that don't, y'all are together every day. So it's definitely different to see how much you guys are just talking about it, when you're walking your dogs. But I'm curious because the channel has grown so much. You guys have had some really, I'll call them bucket list type opportunities, even here recently, to go to Jon Favreau's studio, or the Mando and Grogu premiere, or some of the other premieres and events that you guys have been to, and visiting Lucasfilm. And are there any memories just for you guys as fans, memories or moments that kind of stick out to you as far as that is concerned?
The premiere was definitely up there. Getting to go to Lucasfilm last year and talk to Tony Gilroy about Andor was incredible.
Yeah, we've gotten to know so many people who work at Lucasfilm and made some like solid friendships with them. And we were extremely lucky that when we were out for the Lucasfilm event in San Francisco, we got to do a tour of Skywalker Ranch and a little bit of Skywalker Sound too. So that was so cool to see in person, and to just like walk around the house, walk around the like campus area, and like see the theater that they have at Skywalker Sound, which is incredible. And like they showed us some cool stuff, and it's stuff like that where you just have to like pinch yourself and be like,
yeah,
this is crazy that we're here right now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely some like bucket list type stuff that I can only imagine how amazing that must be. But I have some, I call these rapid fire questions, but they're not really rapid fire. You can explain them if you want to. But favorite Star Wars movie?
A New Hope.
I always waffle at this question, but I'm going to say Return of the Jedi.
It's allowed to change.
Oh yeah, it changes all the time.
Favorite movie today, but
yes, favorite movie right now, today, in this moment. 5 minutes from now, it may be different. But we have been fortunate recently to get so many shows. Do you guys have a favorite of the shows?
Andor.
Yeah, Andor is hard to beat. There's so many different flavors of Star Wars when it comes to the shows. And as much as I love Grogu, I definitely think Andor is the better show. But I've really enjoyed some of the other shows like Skeleton Crew and The Acolyte. Like those felt so fresh and new and different that those like definitely hold a special place in my heart. But Andor's tough to beat.
Skeleton Crew is the one that most recently, like, I just really wanted to rewatch for fun, for no other. A lot of times we're watching Star Wars for videos or something, but over Christmas I was like, I really am itching to watch Skeleton Crew, and it was a blast.
Yeah, Skeleton Crew is one of those that I think not enough people are talking about, and they should be. Alex, I'm going to come back to you on this one, but I'm going to let Molly answer first. Favorite Star Wars character?
I'm going to go with Leia.
Leia? Okay.
She's kind of my goat for Star Wars characters. She doesn't take anyone's crap, and I like it.
Okay, Alex, talk to me about Biggs Darklighter.
Yeah, it's Biggs. I love him. I always thought that it was cool. That was like one of my first kind of trivia facts that I learned, is that, oh, that guy with the mustache is actually Luke's best friend. Okay, like that's weird, but cool to know. They never even talk in the movie. That was back before the special editions. So
yeah.
And then I would see the pictures of him in the cape on Tatooine. I was like, oh, and that was kind of, I didn't know that deleted scenes existed. I was like, why would you shoot something and not put it in the movie? And then there was a CD-ROM back in the day that it was called Behind the Magic, I think. and you could find the deleted scenes on that. And I finally saw it, and I was like, oh, okay, so the deleted scenes aren't very good, and that's why they cut it. But like Biggs has always had kind of a fascination to me, and taught like researching Biggs taught me a lot about movie making. And then we got a dog, and I named him Biggs because I just thought it was a good name, and that just made the love even deeper. And it's one of those things that it kind of started as like a joke of like, yeah, Biggs is my favorite character, but like that's true.
Well, he's definitely your favorite like glup, like your favorite side character. Yeah. Who would you say is your favorite like main character?
That's so much harder for me, honestly. Does it? I guess growing up it was Han, but now it's Luke.
Yeah.
So, well, okay, Molly. Now I have to know your favorite glup. If he's gonna answer for both, you have to as well.
My favorite glups change a lot too. I don't know, Alex, what glup do I talk about the most?
You've like dabbled in a bunch of different ones. You're like, maybe I like Crix Medine, maybe it's Ristal Sant. Like the Molly, Ristal... the point of having a glup Shido is that you can collect all their merch and it's not that expensive, but then you can't have 8 glups.
Yeah.
I can't if they hardly have any merch.
Yeah.
But I mean, Grogu can't be a glup.
No.
But he's got way too much merch.
Is Rada? Yeah, Rada's. I don't know if I'd consider him a glup, but
not anymore. He's a big movie star.
Yeah, he's like right there on the line. Yeah, I was so curious to ask you about Biggs because I was like, I got to figure out how much of this is for the bit and how much of this is actual.
No, it's pretty real.
Genuine love. But you know, you guys do cover everything. We've talked about movies and shows, but of the games, books, comics, you know, anything that's not, I guess, mainstream Star Wars is in the movies and shows. You know, what stuff do you guys typically talk about a lot or recommend to other people? Or
for books, loved the High Republic, especially Light of the Jedi and the Rising Storm. That the Phase 1 part of High Republic, I loved all of it. But I'm also, I think the Star Wars Jedi games are some of my favorite things that have come out in the past 10 years.
Yeah, the Jedi games are a lot of fun. I'm not really a big gamer, but those games were actually fun. And like,
you played both of them all the way through.
I did.
Me too. And I'm not a gamer at all.
Yeah. And they were fun. I mean, obviously I played them like on story mode, super easy mode, but I think I liked the first game, Fallen Order, more than Survivor, but I need to play Survivor again. Still waiting on that announcement for the third game. Hopefully that's coming soon.
Yeah, I know.
As far as
that is,
yeah. As far as books go, also love High Republic, but I always recommend anything written by Delilah Dawson and Star Wars. I think her first book was Phasma, which for such a kind of small-ish character, it's an incredible book, and it's so different from any other Star Wars book that I've ever read. So that made me fall in love with her writing specifically, and so everything she writes I read.
I always ask this, and not everybody has one, but I feel like you guys might. What is a Star Wars hot take that you have that just makes the internet mad?
I like Star Wars. Like I just love the universe, and even if I walk away from a book or a episode or a movie or whatever, even if it's not exactly what I wanted, or if sometimes I walk out and I'm disappointed, but like it's not going to make me hate Star Wars. I just love the universe.
Yeah, I mean, like, this isn't a hot take, but like, don't yuck anyone else's yum, you know, like, don't there's no point in like making fun of people for what they like about Star Wars. If it's just not what you like, you can just agree to disagree. But I'm trying to think of a different hot take that's more fun. I have never been a fan of Anakin and Padme as a couple. So that gets me in trouble with some of the prequel fans.
Yeah, I'm not sure how hot that take is. I mean,
I don't know. I think
watch episode 2 and tell me you're a fan of that. But okay,
right,
sure.
yeah. Anakin is just a walking red flag once he's older, and
Yeah,
not a fan.
yeah. I mean, yeah, and I mean I'm right there with you. I mean, my thing I always say is, even if it's not the best project, it is an opportunity to create new fans, which therefore creates new conversations like the one that we're having right now. And I'm never going to see that as anything other than a win. So, you know, I will take every opportunity for more Star Wars fans.
Yeah, everyone at every age deserves to like love something about Star Wars, and that's always going to be different for every like generation.
Yeah, we've gotten some really, and I think we're kind of mostly done for the year, but we've gotten 2 pretty decent, projects this year. What are your guys' thoughts on Shadow Lord and Mando and Grogu?
Loved Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
Just I didn't know what to expect when they announced a show about Maul, but immediately I was excited because he's such a fun character to watch on screen. Sam Witwer is amazing doing his voice. And like, you think on the surface that there's not a whole lot to him. He's just a villain, but he's got like a really complicated story in Star Wars, and it's just fun to explore how many different ways he tries to win and never does.
Yeah, I also loved Shadow Lord. It was kind of what I was expecting it to be, like thematically, but they did it in so many ways that surprised me. So I was just like on the edge of my seat the whole time. And the animation style just blew me away. I loved how it looked. The music was great. The characters were great. I really loved Devin. Like that they're doing a good job with, I think I just really like the Jedi in this period during the reign of the Empire. Like I love Cal Kestis and I love Devin and all these Jedi that are just doing their best without a whole order behind them.
It's like they become the rebels. Like they're the little guys in this time period, and they're on the run. And yeah, the fact that they created characters like Devin and Daki and Brander Lawson for a show about Maul, and those characters are keeping up with Maul as far as like how entertaining they are to watch is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, Maul is, and this changes all the time, but Maul is like right up there as my favorite character, and it's because I feel like he was originally designed to not even be a character at all. He was just designed to do cool flips and sell toys. And the fact that he's like one of probably the most developed characters that we have now is amazing to me. And I think a lot of that's Dave, and I think a lot of that is Sam. But yeah, Shadow Lord exceeded every expectation that I had for it. But what about Mando?
Was it George's idea to bring him back, or was that? Yeah. So George was like, "Yeah, everybody likes that red and black guy. Let's bring him back." And Dave was like, "Okay, how do I do that?
How?" Yeah, how do we do that? But what about Mando and Grogu? We've had a few weeks to kind of sit with it now. I don't know how many times you guys have seen it, but
it's 3 for me.
I saw it 4 times, and I like the movie. It's pretty much what I expected it to be. It's not a perfect movie. I didn't like love it, I think I finally ended up on like a 6.5 out of 10. But you know, in this grand scheme of Star Wars movies, it has all the things that make it feel like Star Wars to me. And we've compared it to like Star Wars comfort food, where it kind of hits a lot of those nostalgic beats. And, you know, Puppet Grogu is just fascinating to watch on the big screen. Like, I could watch a silent film with just him for 2 hours on the screen.
Yeah, I settled at like a 7.5. I liked it quite a bit. I mean, the first half of it, I really, really like it. And I don't know, the second half kind of loses me, but everything with Rada, I really liked Rada. I love his theme. I've been listening to the soundtrack a lot. I think Ludwig Göransson crushed it. It was a good, fun time. I don't think it did much to like expand Star Wars, but yeah, for comfort food, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the soundtrack. Yeah, I've been listening to the soundtrack nonstop. And Puppet Grogu as well. I mean, I randomly got a DM from Star Wars and then a FaceTime from Puppet Grogu. So he is very, very engaging and you get, obviously you guys got to see him and wave at him at both the premiere and at Jon Favreau's place, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mando and Grogu, and I think it's the people that had the correct expectations for it are the ones that are enjoying it, as opposed to the people that wanted it to change Star Wars forever and are now disappointed that it didn't.
Yeah, you can't put too much pressure on Star Wars movies anymore. It's just you can't do it.
Yeah, especially you would think people would learn their lesson, but some people don't. And that's okay. But I have a game for you guys, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you are both former Star Wars trivia champions in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'm not a champion, but I've dabbled.
And we are going to do some trivia. Now, this is Mandalorian trivia, so it's the 3 seasons of the show, the movie, and there might be a question or two in here from one of the kind of adjacent shows. And we are going to see. I don't think these are too hard, so I feel like you guys are not going to struggle with these at all, but we'll see.
We'll see. I could use a confidence builder. I've been struggling at Dragon Con the past couple of years. I'm almost 40. My recall is leaving me. It's getting a lot slower.
Yeah, I just read through the whole visual guide for
Mandalorian,
so I'm hoping some of that stuck.
Okay. There's a few behind the scenes questions. There's a couple of chance for multiple points type questions, but you both have whiteboards, so we will see how it goes. So you'll just write your answer down, and once you both have one, we will see what happens. So question 1, Ragnar Vizsla is portrayed in The Mandalorian Season 3 by the nephew of what famous late-night TV host?
This is something I do recall. I do recall hearing about this. The nephew of...
I saw this fact and I was like, this has to be a trivia question somewhere.
I have a guess.
I do too. And okay.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we got.
I think you're right, Molly.
Okay. Molly is correct. It is
Yes.
Jimmy Kimmel. All right.
What did you put, Alex? I didn't see your board.
I put Fallon.
Oh, okay. The other Jimmy.
In Chapter 6 of Season 1, New Republic Lieutenant Davin is played by which Star Wars voice actor?
This one I know.
Oh my god, what's his name?
We will also accept person who plays blank.
Oh, okay. I can put the character. I always
Oh,
get
we're just
his-
making up these rules as we go, huh? We're just cheating now?
I always.
I
for
mean, I
some
have them
reason,
both written down.
I always mix up this guy's name with Matthew Wood, but
Okay.
Alex has
let's-
the real name, and I have the character name.
Okay, Alex, what you got?
But yeah, you
Matt Lanter, yeah.
Matt Lanter.
You knew.
She knew. She knew. This is kind of a random one, so we'll see. In the Book of Boba Fett, Peli Motto describes that she had a previous dating relationship with
I'm
a
already
Jawa
writing the answer down.
and describes them as what under their hoods. This is going to be one of those ones where you either remember or for the joke or you don't. Alex was
remember
writing it
if-
down before
The second you
I
said
even-
Pelly, I was like, I know what this is going to be.
I know
right,
generally
let's
what
see
it
what-
is, but I could be wrong on
let's
the
see what you
exact word. Okay, furry, yeah.
There you go. There you go. That is correct. Okay. So you have the opportunity for 2 points on this one. The Darksaber is a key to ruling Mandalore. How many people have we seen on screen as the, I'll say, official wielder of the Darksaber, including a flashback? How many? And you get a second point if you can name them.
Oh, okay. I can. As the official ruler of Mandalore, or just
As
how
the
many people
official holder. Like, I know
Okay.
Ezra swung it around for like 2 minutes. Like, that doesn't count. As the official person, will say who is the current holder. I think Kanan swung it around a couple of times, but
So, how 1 point for how many, and 2 points if we can name them?
yes.
Ooh, okay.
So you could get 2 points here. So 1 point for how many, and a second point if you can name them. And it's going to be really awkward if I have an answer and then Alex corrects me because I'm wrong. But we'll see.
I think I've got everyone I'm going to
Okay.
get.
Molly, what you got?
Is it 4? Tar Vizsla, Bo-Katan, Maul, Pre Vizsla?
Okay, Alex, what do you have?
I said 7.
Okay.
Tar, Pre, Vizsla, Focus, Maul, Sabine Wren, Bo-Katan, Moff Gideon, Din Djarin.
Oh, I wasn't
Alex
counting some of those. because-
Alex is correct, so Alex will get 2 points. But we have a chance for another 2-point question. Across the Mandalorian, we are introduced to the Adelphi Rangers, also known as just Lucasfilm Squadron, basically. We've seen their ranks with multiple Lucasfilm personalities. Again, how many have we seen that have been Lucasfilm personalities? And a second point if you can name them. And this is including all the shows as well as the film, because I know the film added at least one new one.
Yeah, and I don't know his name yet. And I'm blanking on.
You can still get 1 point for how many there are, even if you can't name them all.
I don't know how to spell some of these names, so I'm going to abbreviate.
Yes, we will take abbreviations or initials or just a first name, just a last name. Anything that indicates you know who it is.
I feel like I'm forgetting a bunch, but
And this is according to Google, so hopefully Google is correct, but I believe it is. Based on the visual guide, I believe it is.
all right, I got my guesses.
Okay. Alex.
Yeah, I
got
can't remember two of the names, but we'll see what happens.
How many you got?
So I put 4.
Okay.
Although I named 5 because Doug Chang, we don't see him flying, but he is at Adelphi.
He was in the base.
Yeah.
Doug Chang, Deborah Chow, Dave Filoni, Rick Famuyiwa.
Oh,
and then...
I was naming the characters.
Oh.
That's why I couldn't remember their names.
We were going for either, but you both put 5.
Okay.
You both put 5, so you will both get a point for the correct amount. And Alex, how many did you name? 4?
Well, I know Dave Filoni and Rick Famuyiwa and Deborah Chow's name. I wrote Trapper Wolf Jib Dodger, and I cannot remember Deborah. It's like Tash Ketter. That's what I
chose the harder ones.
I thought that's what we were doing.
That was probably on me. I didn't clarify
because they all have names. Now I probably just went that way in my stupid head.
Who's the fifth one?
You are both correct with 5. I have Dave Filoni, Deborah Chow, Famuyiwa, Doug Chang, and Lee Isaac Chung.
Yeah,
Lee Isaac Chung. Yeah, that's the one I forgot.
So you will both get a point for the correct number. So, in The Mandalorian Season 2, Boba Fett reveals a chain code of another famous Mandalorian foundling alongside Din Djarin. So the foundling that he reveals when showing Mando his chain code.
None of my markers want to work.
This was a big topic of conversation, if I remember correctly, when this episode came out. All right, Molly, you have a guess?
My guess is oh wait, Alex, did you write an answer?
Yep.
All right.
I'm going Jango Fett. That's my guess.
That is correct. That was what I was looking for.
Oh, it is?
Alex,
see, I went hard again.
Alex,
I wrote Jasper Ariel.
Yeah, you were deciphering the Orabesh. This is almost showing that Alex is too good at Star Wars trivia.
He's like the only trivia that he really participates in anymore, or either of us, I guess, is Dragon Con trivia, and those are just like immediate, super deep questions normally. Yeah. So that's probably just where he lives.
Yeah, my headspace goes.
Operation Cinder is brought up in Chapter 15 of Season 2. That command was first introduced into Star Wars canon in what project? I Googled it and there's 2 answers, so I will accept either. Google gave me 2.
I'm trying to think if I know the second possibility. I think I know it.
All right. Alex, what you got?
I put Shattered Empire. That's the one I know. And then I was like, Uprising potentially could be the second one.
Molly, what did you write down?
I put Battlefront 2.
Okay, so Google gave me both Shattered Empire and Battlefront 2.
Oh.
Google gave me both. So I'm going to give you both a point.
Yay!
I don't technically know which one came out first.
Well, it was Shattered Empire, but it's fine.
Is that a comic?
Yeah, it was a 2015 comic.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
In original scripts and concept art for the season 2 finale of The Mandalorian, which Jedi came to rescue Grogu? You know the main person involved in that show, that should be a very easy answer.
My boy,
Molly.
Plo Koon.
Yep, there we go. Plo Koon.
Dave Filoni's
And
favorite character.
Yeah, and apparently everybody knew that it wasn't really Plo Koon except for Ming-Na Wen. Or except for Katie Sackhoff, actually.
Yeah, I think Katie Sackhoff is
yeah.
that story.
In season 3 and The Mandalorian and Grogu, Mando is helped by 4 Anzellans. Can you name 2 of them?
2 of them? Oh, okay.
There's 4. I'm only looking for 2.
Oh man. I know one.
Yeah, we both know one for sure, and then
That's probably the hardest question on here.
I know close to one, and now I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go for it.
I mean, honestly, if we're even in the right ballpark of what the name is, if we're close,
I'll be curious if I got the second one right.
I know I didn't get this right, but I made up a name.
Alex, what you got?
Minch, I know, and then Clang, I think is one.
Clang is one of them, I think.
It is Clang. You spelled it wrong. They spell it with a C instead of a K, but that's okay. Molly?
I just made up, I knew Minch, but I made up Kriv.
All right, so Alex will get the
does one
point
start
on
with a P
that
and one start with a B?
It's Minch, Clang, Keto, Keeto.
I knew one of them started with a K.
And Bay, Bai.
Oh yeah.
Bye, maybe.
I definitely knew Minch. That's the only one that I would have known had I not been looking at it.
Which is funny because I'm supposed to be part of a group at Rebel ScumCon, kind of like very lightly cosplaying as these 4 guys.
Well, let's just hope you are Minch, or I guess you can be the fifth Anzellan with the name
Kriv.
that you came up
Kriv.
with. Yeah. Appearing in season 3 and in Skeleton Crew, Pirate Vane, played by friend of the channel Marty Matulis, is a member of which Star Wars species? Shout out to Marty. He's probably not watching this, but if he is...
Oh man, I can never remember that species.
I believe originally appearing in Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
have a guess. I feel like this is wrong.
All right, Molly.
Is it Clatuinian?
You're not far off.
Alex.
Nikto.
Nikto is
the other one.
Correct.
But yeah, Clatuinians and Niktos both appeared side by side in Return of the Jedi together.
They do.
Had to throw in a question for Marty there. But in The Mandalorian and Grogu, Martin Scorsese cameos as an Ardenian, and based on the character's name, we can assume that he is related to who?
I don't know how to spell his last name.
All right, Alex.
Rio Durant.
That is correct. Molly.
That's what I put. Rio Durant.
You spelled it right.
Right.
I spelled it right.
Or at least the same as I did.
In The Mandalorian and Grogu, we see two members of the Imperial Shadow Council, first seen in season 3. There are two other prominent members of that council, not including Moff Gideon. Who are they? Two significant, named, more than likely relevant later.
Hmm.
I will take last names. I will take.
My mind is going blank. I put down one name, but I don't even really think he's on this.
All right, Alex.
Brindle Hux and Gilad Peleon.
That is correct.
No,
Molly?
I put Yularen.
He looks similar.
Some guy with old white guy with white
Old
hair.
white man, white mustache man.
I forgot about Hux.
Yes. Lord Janu's right-hand man in The Mandalorian and Grogu is the same species as which Jedi Council member from the prequels?
Oh man. I'm having so many brain farts tonight.
That's how I feel at Dragon Con now. I forgot what Cosca Reeves' name. There was something else that I was like, I know this, and I couldn't pull it.
I used up all my brain power. We were just watching Pop Culture Jeopardy. So I emptied my tank. Oh man. I'm gonna be mad when I hear
hopefully
it.
this is a good refresher for Dragon Con.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Alex, what you got?
Sassy Teen.
Sassy
Stacey.
teen.
He likes to be called Sassy.
That is correct. This is another one that I did not know until I was Googling trivia questions for this. The Mon Calamari nobleman in Chapter 22 of The Mandalorian is voiced by which famous Marvel superhero actor's younger brother? This may be too deep. I don't know. We'll see. I did not know this until I Googled it.
I feel like I did read this somewhere.
Okay, I'm remembering the episode.
Marvel superhero.
I mean, it could be. Are we naming the superhero or the actor?
I will take either. I will take either.
Just shot in the dark.
Younger brother.
I will say a current Marvel actor.
I don't know. This is my best guess, and I know it's not right, but I put Chris Pratt Jr.
Alex, what you got?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is correct.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
That's it. I remember
Tom
reading
Holland
that.
is correct. It is his younger brother.
I only said that because the new Spider-Man trailer came out today, and he was the one on the top of my mind. I had no idea.
Tom Holland is correct. All right, this one I think is much easier than that. Where did we first see Mando's Ambin pulse rifle, or
Yeah.
the what they stole the design from anyway? I don't think it functions exactly the same, but all right, Molly,
The holiday special.
that is correct.
A classic.
Something
seen
that
it?
I think everybody I have. It's something that anytime somebody's like, it can't be that bad, I'm like, okay, please sit down and watch it and tell me if you still think that.
I watch it just about every year, and every year I think I've gaslit myself into thinking it's not that bad, and then it is.
And it
It
is.
really is.
I applaud and respect you, sir. I've seen it once, and I don't know that I could ever sit through it again.
It's always so much longer than you think it's gonna be.
It's
Yeah.
like 80 minutes long, and it feels like 4 hours.
Yes, it does. What was Miggs Mayfield before joining the heist crew in season 1 of The Mandalorian? What was his profession? All right, Alex, what you got?
Imperial sniper.
Okay, Molly.
Criminal.
Imperial sharpshooter, I believe, is what it is referred to. But I will give you Imperial sniper. That is, as long as we say not a stormtrooper.
Yeah, not a stormtrooper smartass.
He was
Yes.
slightly better than that.
In that same episode, Berg is played by which Star Wars animation alum? And a 2-pointer if you can name the 2 other characters that he has voiced in animation. The muscle of the group.
Oh man.
He probably voices more than 2 characters, but the two main ones, I guess we'll say, because I'm sure it's much more than 2.
I thought of a third, but
Alex is just trying to overachieve at this point.
what's interesting because he played a character in Tales of the Jedi, but didn't reprise the role in Shadow of Maul.
I totally forgot about that one. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about too. Now that you say
Okay.
that.
I think I'm ready.
All right, Molly, what you got?
Is it Clancy Brown?
It is
Okay.
Clancy Brown.
So I put Savage Press and then I put Man and Rebels finale. I don't remember the senator's name, but he looks just like Clancy Brown.
I will give you the 2 points for that. It is close enough that I believe you know who he. And if you hadn't said senator, I probably wouldn't have given it to you. But since you, Alex, what do you have?
Yeah, Clancy Brown, Savage Press, Ryder Azadi.
Yes.
And also the Crow in Tales of the Jedi.
And also the Crow, yes. I totally forgot about the Crow.
We saw Clancy Brown on the red carpet
We
at the
did.
Mando and Grogu premiere. Didn't get to talk to him, but he's a very recognizable dude.
Yes, he is. I feel like I could spot him in a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I had to throw a Cobb Vanth question in here because I know Alex is a big Cobb Vanth fan, as am I.
Met him at the premiere too, and that was the most nervous I've been. So-
I would not I believe you because I would be as well. But his speeder appears, I don't think it's ever confirmed, but his speeder appears to resemble what famous vehicle?
I haven't looked at the visual guide yet, but Molly has. Molly, did it say anything
I
about
looked.
this?
It didn't. I looked for it.
It.
I looked too.
I think
I
it
don't think it does.
hints at it, but it's not the
Yeah.
same piece.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Alex, what you got?
Anakin's pod.
That is
Anakin's pod
correct.
racer.
There we go. All right. Just a few more. Grogu was saved from Order 66 by which Jedi known as the Sabered Hand? Another charming fella, if you ever get to meet him.
Extremely charming.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. I feel like we could both show at the same time. I feel like this is a pretty easy one. Keller and Beck.
That's
Yes.
one of my favorite moments from that show.
Yes, that was definitely a like jump out of my chair and cheer moment
Mm-hmm.
when I first saw that one. But how does Miggs Mayfield describe the Razor Crest when he first sees it?
Oh.
And if we're anywhere in the ballpark. This is probably one of the other hard ones.
I took a complete shot in the dark. It's just something I feel like I could hear Bill Burr saying.
Yeah, same.
Alex, what you got?
Flying toilet.
Molly.
I just said hunk of junk.
He describes it as looking like a Canto Bite slot machine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I kept thinking about all the weird sayings that Cobb Vanth said.
Yeah.
Where he's like something on a womp rat's
Sometimes
tail.
both suns shine on a womp rat's tail.
Yeah. I couldn't get those weird sayings out of my head.
All right. Two more. How does the armorer, or what does she refer to the jetpack that she gives Mando at the end of season 1? She refers to it as something else. Which was a very armorer thing to say. She can't just say, here's your jetpack. Because that would be too easy, I guess.
Oops. I don't think this is fully correct, but it may be close.
All right, Molly, what you got?
I put Rising Phoenix.
That is correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
That was in the visual dictionary.
Okay.
It was. I was definitely flipping through the visual dictionary to get questions for this.
Because I remember looking up, there's like a Mandoa version of that word. And I remember looking that up for some reason.
All right. And the last one, this one is really random. A small, fuzzy creature, first appearing in Skeleton Crew, makes another appearance in The Mandalorian and Grogu. What obscure sci-fi project is this creature originally from? Because it's not Star Wars.
It's not obscure to Molly. I'm not even sure I spelled it right.
I'm not
Molly,
sure how to
what
spell
you
it
got?
either. Captain EO.
That is correct.
Is it both of them capitalized E and the O, or?
I that's how Google had it.
I was
All right.
like, I don't remember the name of the creature itself, but I'm glad that you took the
I think-
question.
Yeah, I
Fuzzball,
think
right?
I think it's just called Fuzzball.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't think it got an actual name. So let's see. We have
Oh, I don't know if my score is right. I haven't been keeping score that well.
I didn't keep score at all.
I believe I have 15 for Molly.
That sounds right.
And I have 21 for Alex.
Dang.
I love it. I appreciate you guys doing some trivia. I know you're hopefully one of these questions comes up in Dragon Con
That would be fun.
and you're like, I got it.
I feel like a couple of those have definite potential for being in Dragon Con trivia.
Yeah, definitely wanted to make it. I don't know. I've seen you guys do trivia before. I didn't know how far to push it. So I just kind of threw in a nice little variety. But,
I'm feeling like the next generation is going to take over from me pretty soon. I can't keep up with them anymore.
I don't know. There's like a lot of information rattling around in your head.
But can I find it?
If one of these questions comes up at Dragon Con, you're definitely gonna have to like send me a message and be like, "Hey, they asked this question." But you know, we have so many Star Wars projects either announced or in the pipeline or, you know, talked about. What's something that has piqued you guys' interest as far as what's coming?
I feel like we're both pretty excited about Starfighter.
For sure.
Because I love Ryan Gosling and pretty much anything he does. I think he's really funny and charming. So to have him in Star Wars is really exciting.
And I love starfighters.
Yeah. Alex gets his ships movie.
I definitely am more excited for it after I saw Project Hail Mary. I went to see that knowing absolutely nothing about it, but I was like, I want to see what Ryan Gosling does in space. So
read the book. It's a really good book.
He makes friends with aliens.
He does, and if you haven't seen Project Hail Mary, please go watch it because it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
But we recently had a leadership change at Lucasfilm. We now have Dave Filoni and Lin Brennan. If they were to come to you guys and say, we need something, new ideas in Star Wars, this can be a movie, show, book, comic book, video game, theme park ride, anything, casting choice. If they said whatever you want in the next 90 seconds, whatever you say, we're going to do it. What's the one thing that you're throwing out on the table?
Rogue Squadron TV series or streaming series.
Was that supposed to be a series or a movie originally?
It was supposed to be a movie.
A movie, yeah.
That may or may not still happen. Who knows?
I mean, the show that we got about witches in space did not please a lot of fans, but I would want to do something with Night Sisters, like an origin story of the Night Sisters or something like that. That's like what personally I would want to be done. However, if I wanted to just please fans and make money, I would do like something
R-rated Darth Vader horror movie.
Yeah, no, I would do like something Thrawn related or Revan or Darth Bane or something like that.
So you must be excited for Ahsoka season 2 with hopefully more Night Sister stuff.
Yeah, I hope there's a good bit of Dathomir stuff in that season.
Seeing it in live action is gonna be something.
Yeah, I want to see what's in all those coffins.
Yes, but you guys spend, I would say, probably 99% of your time talking about Star Wars. So I am curious, what fandoms, what movies, what shows, what do you guys enjoy outside of Star Wars?
I mean, we watch a ton of stuff. We're rewatching Battlestar Galactica right now for the first time in a long time. We used to watch that like yearly. We're really loving Widow's Bay right now, which ends tonight, or the first season ends tonight.
Was it tonight or last night?
What's today? Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's tonight.
Oh, okay.
Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you name it. If it's like nerdy, we've probably watched it. Lord of the Rings is a big one. We rewatch those movies every year for like a New Year's kind of tradition. But I loved Rings of Power season 2. I'm excited for more Rings of Power. A show that we watch religiously, and I couldn't even tell you how many times we've seen it, is Parks and Recreation. That's just like our comfort show that makes us laugh and feel good.
Yeah. So what kind of to wrap it up a little bit, but what does the future for the channel hold? I know you're going to both be at Dragon Con. I believe you're both going to be at Rebel Scum Con. I believe you're both going to be at Celebration. But what events do you have coming up? What's kind of the future for Star Wars Explained looking like right now?
We are going to be at Rebel Scum Con, not really super like in a professional way. I think we're just this is going to be the first time that we've ever gone, so we kind of want to just go and experience it ourselves as fans, which will be really fun for us because we don't normally get to do that. Dragon Con is like a thing that we do every year because it's here in Atlanta where we live. Celebration will definitely be there. Might do a panel, might do an event. We're not really sure yet. That's still pretty far out. But as far as the channel goes, we are working on an RPG, a Star Wars RPG game. And that will be like a whole separate channel. But it's something that we've like kind of created and made our passion project, and Alex is really excited for it.
I feel like I've been teasing it for almost a year now, but it's taken a lot of time because it is like stuff we're doing outside of Star Wars Explained, so it's like a secondary project, but it's nearing completion. I wanted to have all 8 episodes done before we like started putting it out, otherwise it would have been a long wait in between each of them. So we're hopefully going to start doing that, putting those out at the end of the month or July, getting close.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see you guys at Rebel Scum Con. That's kind of my local show. It's like 30 minutes away from my house, and the guys that run it are friends of mine, and so I cannot wait to see you guys there. Hopefully, I'll see you at Celebration. That's my first Celebration, so I'm excited about that. But
nice.
Any advice for Celebration?
Bring comfortable shoes.
Comfortable shoes. Drink lots of water. Bring like a backpack and a poster tube. Those are like the big ones that we tell people.
Yeah. But where can if you're watching this video and you're not already doing this, you're doing things in drastically the wrong order. But in case there's one or two stragglers that aren't, where can everybody find both of you?
On YouTube at Star Wars Explained, and Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, Blue Sky. Molly, you do that. You know all the
yeah, and you said them all. I mean, we're on pretty much all the platforms. I don't update our threads as often as I should, but Instagram is probably where we're most active aside from YouTube, and I'm trying to do more on TikTok.
And then Molly, I know you have your own socials as well outside of just Star Wars Explained. So where can people find you?
You can find me at Molly Damon, or Molly Mander on Instagram, Molly Damon on Twitter, and Blue Sky.
And be sure to follow Limitless Nerd. We're going to keep having new episodes until Rebel Scum Con every other week at bare minimum, maybe every week. We'll see how recording goes.
I meant to mention
but,
when I saw your logo, I really like the
yes.
Mandalorian helmet built into the microphone. That's really
Ooh.
clever.
Thank you. That was a recent rebrand. So very, very happy with that. But Alex, Molly, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out and talking Star Wars.
Totally.
Thanks for having us.
Hopefully I can have you guys on again sometime in the future. Maybe we'll do some more trivia. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for coming on. And until next time, may the force be with you.